What's going on, Mellow Squad? It's your host, Mellow Hosh. What's happening? I hope everything is good. I hope everything is copacetic and going right with y'all. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I just want to make this video just to talk about, the new head change that I got going on right now. Anywho, as y'all can see, I have my hair cut extremely low. You can call it bald. You can call it extremely low, shaved head, or whatever like that. It is shaved, but I wouldn't particularly call myself bald, like a real bald, because balding normally comes from thinning hair loss. You get what I'm saying? My hair is not thinning, well, at least not all around, probably around the edges, but it's not that bad, and I'm not balding. And also, like, cancer purposes, that will be the cause for you to be balding and all that. So, well, they would have to cut your head. I don't know too much. In a row, especially on my social media accounts, a lot of people just seeing this look. It's new to them, but it's old to me. I've been bald like this before. You get what I'm saying? I shaved my hair, cut my hair really low before. Honestly, probably about 2 years ago for the first time. I was going through a lot of stress. I was going through a lot of emotions. I would go through a lot of thoughts. I was just going through a lot of things. And as a result of that, I just cut my hair. You get what I'm saying? And I went bald for the first time. I just shaved it all off. And it was just like, wow. It was like, whoo, it was quite the look. Being bald is always going to be quite the look. It's just a bold look no matter who you are. Now, some people look better with a bald head. You get what I'm saying? Just their hair cut extremely low. Some people, you just got to get used to it. And I'm just one of those people. Everybody have their own opinion. Looks is nothing but opinionation only. There's no ideal person who just look phenomenal to everybody's eye. That's just not human nature. That's just not how it works. You get what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, in a general sense, though, bald heads do look more appealing to other people than other people. So I think I fall in the category of a balance. You get what I'm saying? In my opinion, I'm a balance. The longer I keep it, the more I fall in a bald head appeal. Oh yeah, he look good with a bald head. That's how I feel. I think that's how the bald head look works, personally, to me. Yeah, again, years ago was the first time, and I was going through a lot of stress and all that stuff, so that was a result of it. But this time around, that is not the case. I'm more mature now. I'm more independent now. The money is not ideally where it needs to be, but it's not as bad as it was years ago when I first cut my hair. All right, on the side, I do cut hair and all that. I've been cutting hair for about 1.5 years now, so my skills have been improving over the years. But as far as cutting hair as your own barber, for me, I like to do different styles. So I had the taper for a while, and I was doing different dye designs, and that's where the baldness came in at, because I was trying to work on a new look. You get what I'm saying? I was trying to do a drop fade. I had the drop fade numerous times. I actually had the drop fade years ago. That was the hairstyle I had at the time before I just shaved my hair bald for the first time. So I'm trying to go back to that, but that is extremely hard to do for you to just be your only barber. Just imagine standing in the mirror, holding the mirror, and you taking the trimmers or the clippers, you just zzz all around. You have to make sure a drop fade, any fade, is very symmetrical. All right, so you need a extra pair of hands or extra head, eyes, whatever, instead of just doing it yourself. Now, that would take extreme skill, and I don't prefer you to use it on your own head, if that make any sense, because the slightest mess up, you got to shave your hair or cut your hair to that length. I was dyeing my hair heavily over the course of the past few months, and it got to the point that my pH on my scalp was damaged, and around my crown area I developed irritation bumps and scalp bumps and all that stuff just in this area alone, and they hurt. It dried my skin out, my scalp out, or whatever, and it was just bad. So shave my hair all the way down and just get a clean look and let my scalp breathe and feed it good, products and all that stuff to get it back where it needs to be. 3, Going back to, again, the bald headed look I did years ago for the first time. Throughout that time also, when I first started getting into cutting hair, I ended up, messing up on my hair around that time, and I went bald again. So I would say this is my third or fourth time I've actually been bald. So I am used to this look. You get what I'm saying? If y'all ever thinking about doing the bald head look or whatever like that, there's tons of videos about it, etc. But I'm just giving mines. It's definitely a bold look. The first few days that I did go bald, I wore a cap, but I wore it half on because I didn't want to particularly hide my head. I feel like when you just you hiding, or you're covering up your scalp, majority of your scalp, it makes, once you reveal your scalp, is gonna make more of an impact on the impression of other people. So I tried to wear, hats half on, or a cap half on, or whatever, just to show them like, hey, I don't have no hair, so like you can expect me to be bald. And the reaction is always going to be a ideal reaction, but not as exaggerated of a reaction, if that makes sense. Like, oh my gosh, your hair is gone, da 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 da. Like, you already knew this hair was gone. So if y'all very sensitive, which I am actually sensitive, but I don't put myself around people who's immature. You get what I'm saying? And even if I was around people who's immature, I'm not going to really care because I know that they're immature. There's not no high school situation like, oh, you cut your hair or whatever. In high school, you're around hundreds of different personalities. That's why it's bad to do big chops or go through such a image change in those type of times, because you're around different type of people who were raised differently and judged differently. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm just saying, like, anybody who want to do bald, I recommend that y'all do it at an age appropriateness if y'all do want to do bald, because again, it is a bold look. It also strengthen your mental. I like to look at this as a mental stability type of thing, because it's such a bold look that other people is not willing to make that step. You get what I'm saying? And really show that image of themselves. Now, mind you, I'm only speaking about the people who want to go bald but don't have the courage to do so. You know what I mean? Change the look up. You got people who just don't think that's a look for them, and it don't cross their mind. That's fine. I'm not talking about you guys, but I'm talking about the ones who afraid to go bald and just have that look. You gotta just take that chance. Bald is one of those looks, you just gotta take that chance. It's really that simple. I think that any hair on your head, a nice amount, no matter if you cut it this way, cut it that way, it's always gonna look really good because it's just hair on your head. But that baldness is a whole different ball game, because it's bald. It's gone. You get what I'm saying? Know that it's not a look particularly for a lot of women neither, though. Like, when I had hair, it was easy to get women, but I noticed that now that I've been revealing myself on social media, reaching out to women, trying to talk to them, try to bag them, whatever like that, is not the case always. But it's not saying that you won't get women. It's just it puts you in the field that certain women who's mature enough, I would say, is capable of, being able to communicate or still be attracted to this type of look. This is my bald head talk about one-on-one video, life of being bald. Like, yeah, it's not bad at all. It's pretty cool. I also recommend, just going down the traditional way. If you is gonna cut your hair, just have some facial hair. Like, just some facial hair is better than none. I would just say start with something. Try to have a thick amount somewhere, upper lip, chin, over here, side of your face, chin strap or whatever, sideburns, something will help. Baby face on top of the bald. I mean, that's cool, but that's not an image that I'm not even there yet. You know what I mean? Or I don't want to go there, to be honest. I mean, when I first cut this down the first time, though, like not years ago, but recently, I did actually shave my sideburns off. I had my sideburns for a very long time with my hair. That was like my ideal look. That was my signature look. So I cut that. I gave myself thin ice picks. So Yeah, and I even shaved this like really thin and fine and stuff, and I trimmed my chin hair down a lot. So I generally had like a body face. You get what I'm saying? So I kind of did take that step, and I did again. I be around people, you know what I mean. Like I said, it's not a big deal, but I do prefer to have facial hair just to give a nice contrast. It's all about the contrast. Again, it's on podcast episodes is coming soon. I had to send my laptop back to get fixed or whatever like that. But also the soda brand is coming soon. I'm working on the business plan. It's in the development. About to start the final draft of it, and then we're gonna send that out to get go for funding. So I think it's just rewarding to start my own business and make some real ideal money so I can like enjoy myself and take care of my family. But all right, Mellow Squad, no more taking up your time. Taking up y'all time. Peace and love, and see y'all soon.